La 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 la. Hello everyone, my name is Sasha Bonasin and I'm a psychic medium, and this is my monthly horoscope tarot card reading. It's for you, my gorgeous Virgos, and it's for July 2018. So it's for you, my beautiful Virgos, and it's for July 2018. When it comes to the actual health, this is going to be the time, this is going to be the month when you're just going to feel a slight sensitivity when it comes to your mouth, when it comes to actually inside your mouth, and also you are going to feel quite a little bit of sensitivity when it comes to your stomach, when it comes to your digestion. But I will explain this a little bit more, and I will of course explain this a little bit further. When it comes to your mouth, you're gonna feel inside your mouth that your gums are going to be like a little bit sensitive, which means that I would highly recommend throughout July to actually change your toothpaste. If you're using toothpaste that it's actually with fluoride or with lots of other added chemicals, for example, so that's what I would just really highly recommend, that if you can use like a natural toothpaste, okay, without fluoride. And also very important to use like a mouthwash, also mouthwash without fluoride or without any chemicals or anything like that, and this is going to bring the whole world of difference. Please do trust me. On another hand, what else I think it's rather important, or quite important, is actually to have a high dose of vitamin C. Take a high dose of vitamin C, because it's very important to take, especially when it comes to the inside your mouth health, to your gums and things like that. So vitamin C is actually very healing indeed. And when it comes to your stomach, or our stomachs, throughout July, it's very important for me to say that there is going to be a certain sensitivity, and that particular sensitivity is going to reflect on us, on you, in such a way that it's going to make us feel a little bit uncomfortable throughout July. Like for example, if we eat, when we eat, you know, the digestion is going to just feel slightly heavy, a little bit of negative energy is going to be going on over there, and that's why I highly recommend to get like a friendly bacteria. Friendly bacteria is so important indeed, and friendly bacteria is just something that I really think that you should be taking like throughout July, like if you can, possibly every single day or every couple of days. Very important indeed, because friendly bacteria is going to have a really beneficial and positive impact on your digestion, on your stomach, and you can just get rid of the bad guys out and put the good guys in. Okay, so very important to get a friendly bacteria. Whether you get this or whether you take this in a capsule form, you can find it in a capsule form, or you can find like a friendly bacteria in like in a food, like a yogurt for example, and things like that. However you take it, I really highly recommend it, because it's going to be very necessary indeed. Another thing I was going to say, important. Now we are going to be July, of course, which means that now we've just passed the first half of the year 2017. Now we are going into the second half of the year 2017. July is very important. Number 7 is an angelic number. Number 7 is a very spiritual number. Number 7 is a very powerful number indeed. And what number 7 means also, that the actual veil in between this world and the spirit world is going to be at its thinnest, okay? And what that means on another hand, it also means that basically we are going to be receiving all sorts of messages, and we are going to be very close, much closer than we normally are to our dead relative, to our relative that have passed away, then maybe friends that have passed away, certain people who knows us, who wants to connect to us. It is going to be absolutely mind-blowing. So there are going to be lots of messages that you Virgos, my babies, are also going to be receiving throughout July. Very important to just keep your mind open. You know, like you can rely on your intuition quite a lot, because you will be able to stretch your mind, stretch your subconscious mind much further than you normally are able to. And this is going to be on another hand really important, because you're going to be getting like all sorts of messages through so many different things. And these messages in this particular time, this particular instance throughout July are going to be from our dead relatives or dead friends that have passed away, people that have passed away that want to contact us and give us some valuable information. Now, because July, as I said, is an angelic number, very powerful number, number 7, it's amazing. It always brings something new. It always brings something important, you see. The other day that is as significant, it's actually the 31st of October. 31st of October every single year, this is exactly what it happens. On that particular day, the veil in between this world and the other, the spirit world, is at its thinnest. Of course, spirits are always around us. Of course, different worlds are always around us. There's so many different dimensions around us, and we are part of it, of course. But the difference is that July is much closer, it's much thinner, and also on one hand, you're going to feel lots of energies when it comes to like a health as well. I was going to say lots of energies you're going to, lots of energy, positive energy you're going to feel, which is going to make you feel very energetic, which is going to make you feel very optimistic, because you're Virgo, one of those signs that can get affected by like a tiredness or something like that, because that can affect you in such a way that you can't give 100% or you can't do 100%. And this is why this is so significant, because from the 1st of July, this is how you're going to feel. You're going to rejuvenate yourself. Your energy is just going to rejuvenate it yourself, and it's going to be really good because it's going to reflect on you feeling really positive and being really positive. So that's really good. And on another hand, if you had any health ailments as well, this is an important time, like a long health ailments that you didn't see any improvements. Now expect to see improvements this month indeed. Okay, my beautiful Virgos. And also, when it comes to the actual number, your number this month, it's number 8. My goodness, number 8, you know, number 8 is trying to let you know that there is going to be really swift activity with something that was very stale, with something that didn't move on in a really long time, with some problem that was at the back of your mind, and you know, you were keep on focusing on this particular part of your life, and you were just waiting for the right time, you were just waiting for the right moment. Well, the right moment is coming. The financial situation is going to start improving like there is no tomorrow. But it's not only about that. That is going to happen with a boom, and that boom is going to happen out of the blue. And what happens out of the blue after that moment, everything is going to make a really beautiful sense to you and what you always wanted to do, and the way you wanted your life to develop. This is going to be a very significant time indeed. Also, number 8 is bringing you a good luck when it comes to your career. It's bringing you a good luck when it comes to your finances, and it's also trying to let you know, for those of you that have been struggling financially and things like that, now expect things to change. For those of you that are working, having your own business and things like that, if things were slow, now you can expect things to change. This is so significant and so important. Number 8 is also means that, you know, there is a certain message that you're gonna get, and that message is going to be crucial. That message is going to be really powerful. That message is going to be so significant, and that message most likely is going to be one of the most important messages that you actually receive or got throughout this year. This year so far. And this message is going to be really significant for you. You're either going to get this directly, or either you're going to watch something, either you're going to look at someone, either you're going to watch some kind of like a spiritual leader or something, and then you get like this particular message, you know, you receive this message. It's going to happen in a particular way, in a specific way, and only you will be able to understand this, and only you will be able to single this out. Absolutely amazing. Now, my beautiful babies, Virgos, going on the first day that I wanted to say that it's going to be really significant. The first day, it's going to be on the 2nd of July. On the 2nd of July, you're going to wake up in the morning, and it's just going to be a really unusual day. Really powerful day. As soon as you wake up in the morning, as soon as you open your eyes in the morning, as soon as you turn your brain on in the morning, I'm referring to the fact that when we go to sleep, we basically just like we travel so much, and there is a big percentage of our brain that's actually working, that it's not normally working when we are conscious, you see. And when we go to sleep, and then that other part of our brain is working, and then we travel, we have astral projections and things like that. And that's why I'm saying this. It's a very incredible time, really. Okay, so the 2nd of July is going to be really important because you're going to wake up full of energy, full of bravery. And I would like to suggest to you that if you want to do something new, if you want to start something new, if you want to try something new and you're scared, you're paranoid, you're like, oh, a bit nervous, 2nd of July is the little baby time. 2nd of July is an amazing time. 2nd of July is going to be absolutely beautiful time to start anything new. Anything new you want to try, anything new you want to start, just go on the 2nd of July, because it's going to be absolutely amazing, bombastic. You will actually have the bravery, you will actually feel the bravery, and your self-esteem is going to be absolutely mind-blowing. And this is one of those tricky little situations that you may not even feel this brave. You may not even feel this self-esteem so high, but as soon as you go with the flow, as soon as you open your mouth, as soon as you go with this energy, you will be on top of the world, baby. And this is why I'm saying just go for it, because there is the certain strength that you're also going to get on this particular day. There is the control over the situation that you're going to realize that you have, that you thought that you've lost so far. There were certain things that you were doing, that you were focusing on so far this year, but they haven't been exactly as they were meant to be, because something was pushing you back, something was dragging you back, something was preventing you to move on. And this is because of the certain things that you didn't deal with in the past, will just keep on at the back of your mind, they keep on draining your energy without you even realizing. And when your energy is drained like that, with the certain things that are constantly problems at the back of your mind, they just simply kind of cloud the space in between you, in front of you, and in front of your future. And this is why this is so important. You need that place to be cleared, and that place is about to be cleared, my little Virgos. Okay, and this is so important. So there is going to be the whole new control over the situation, that you are going to have an amazing confidence in this particular day. I cannot stress enough how important it is that if you do want to do something, try something new, do something really important, the 2nd of July is going to be absolutely amazingly perfect day for it, indeed. And there is also going to be a negotiation on this particular day, a good negotiation, positive negotiation, and after that moment, after that point, you are going to end up with something very significant. You're going to end up with something very crucial. This could be something materialistic, but this could be also connected to like a situation or information that is just going to be absolutely mind-blowing, not that far in the future. This is so much connected to the near future, indeed. The second important day, my babies Virgos, my goodness, this month it really is your time, you know. The second important day is actually going to be on the 11th of July. 11th of July is going to be an important day because you are just going to literally feel like you are going to be on top of the world. You're literally going to feel like you're really going towards the right direction in life. And it's not only about that, it's about you feeling the whole thing. It's about you sensing the whole thing. It's about you sensing your happiness and your excitement again, because sometimes, you know, we just go like a robots a little bit. You know we're on the right track, we know we're on the right journey, but because of the certain problems and certain unresolved issues that are at the back of our mind, you know, these problems are affecting us without us even knowing, you see. And now that's why I'm saying that this 11th of July is going to be so important, because for once this is when you're going to realize how great you are when it comes to your own personal success and gain. This is going to be completely connected to the gain. Financial situation is going to start improving, and it's absolutely bombastic, fantastic, the fact that you are actually going to have a big realization, big sign, big omen, big spiritual advice that you're going to realize from it, that you are basically overcoming obstacles and challenges that you didn't come in a really long time, which is on another hand going to bring the whole new world of advance. And you're going to overcome those odds, and you're going to do things, and you're going to even surprise yourself, which is absolutely brilliant. Again, another negotiation. This is mind-blowing. Another negotiation that you are going to have on the 11th of July as well. And what else I was going to say, this negotiation is not just like just negotiation. This is something very successful. This is something very powerful indeed. Okay, and what else I would like to suggest, Virgo, every Virgo should have this strictly. It's a red carnelian. Virgo, this is one of your crystals. This is just so important. When we wear our crystal, which is like a red carnelian, which is absolutely brilliant, I highly recommend this. You see, it helps you beautifully with the grounding. This is such a powerful crystal. On one hand, it's a very powerful indeed, but on another hand, it's just so beautifully gentle. And when it comes to you, Virgos, and when it comes to red carnelian, it brings you the beautiful balance, which helps you to ground yourself, but also helps you to get and receive all sorts of information, spiritual informations, omens and things like that. So you don't miss your omens, you don't miss your spiritual informations, realizations and things like that. Just get a red carnelian. I highly recommend this to every Virgo. Now this comes with a sterling silver setting, and it also comes with a sterling silver chain, and you can get this on my website. The link is in the description below, by the way. This is really important to have for Virgos, especially when you are going through all sorts of like changes when it comes to work and when it comes to making big decisions, because July is going to change quite a lot in your life. July is going to bring a lot of decisions. July is going to be very significant. You will see what I mean. You will see exactly what I mean. And also, if you have, that's another day, if you have any other negotiation that you want to plan on any other negotiation that you could have with somebody, please try to do it on the 11th of July, because this day is going to be absolutely perfect. This day is going to be absolutely brilliant, and this day is going to bring some new unfoldment with many more things that you would get on this particular day. Or if you do on any other day, it wouldn't be as good or as successful, because you're going to gain with something very powerful, very spiritual. You're going to gain much more. 11th of July is also going to be rather important, because there is going to be an offer that you're going to have, a realization that you're going to have, some kind of apprenticeship. For those of you that are working for the company, expect some kind of offer, expect more responsibilities. For those of you that are self-employed, also you can expect, for those of you that are self-employed, you can also expect more work and something additional that is going to come through. If you're looking for a job or you're unemployed, then expect on the 11th of July something very important to happen as well. And if you're retired and if you're not working, this is also going to be a significant month, and everything I said so far stands. But also when it comes to the actual apprenticeship and things like that, just expect something very powerful to start unfolding, a new option that is going to come towards you, something that you wanted to do in a really long time, something that you were longing to do in a really long time, something that you were focusing on in a really long time, and something that you know is going to be an amazing impact on your life and the people around you that you wanted in a long time. So 11th of July is going to be another beautifully powerful day indeed. The third important day is going to be on the 31st of July. Now, on the 31st of July, this is when also, you know, it's the end of July, but also my beautiful babies, this is when the fun starts. This is when the life starts. You see, July is just going to bring so many changes. July is just going to bring so many challenges, good challenges, positive challenges. We are going to surprise ourselves, but then on another hand, this is going to be rather good surprise, because we are going to start living again, which is really good. Okay, so the 31st of July is going to be the whole new creation. You're going to feel like you want to create something new. You're going to be showered with this amazing energy. On another hand, this is going to bring the whole new beginning, and it's just going to be all about you realizing how much you've gained. You're going to realize what have you done so far, and now you're going to be able to feel this in a completely different way, and you will be able to kind of sense certain parts in your future, in the nearest future, what you're going to do, but it's going to be completely connected to what actually happened so far in July. New plans and new wishes are going to be born, and now you're going to feel so excited about these new plans. Now you're going to feel so excited about these new wishes. There is going to be the new plan that maybe you were like kind of more felt like forced that you need to do, and it's completely connected to the big change, like a big move or a big change, and maybe you didn't want to do this in the first place, place. Maybe you didn't feel like you want to do this in the first place. Maybe you weren't too ready, or you weren't that ready. But that is also going to bring the whole new wheel of fortune and the whole new world of possibilities that are going to be absolutely amazing. It's one of those situations that it's going to happen just out of the blue, and it's going to require for you to act in a completely different way. And the way you act and what you're going to do and where you're going to end up, it's going to be the answer for the beautiful, beautiful life change. My God, Virgos, this is going to be amazing. Right, going to the first part of July 2018, my babies. Okay, it is all about you feeling your energy. It's all about you feeling really energetic, and it's all about you finally breaching towards things that you wanted to breach for in a really long time, but you were waiting for the right time, you were waiting for the right moment. This is going to be the time of your own personal invocation, and this is also going to resolve in your own personal wake-up call, which is on another hand going to bring you the whole new blessings, and you will feel blessed, and people around you are going to feel blessed as well. And it's going to be absolutely wonderful, because finally you're going to start feeling changes. The changes are coming indeed. Also, when it comes to the actual financial situation, the very first start of 2018 July is just going to bring you realization that you feel secure, you feel good, and there was a little bit of shaky times when it comes to like career and things like that, or when it comes to like a financial situation. I would say there was a little bit of shaky time not that long ago, and that shaky time maybe got you a little bit worried. I'm not saying that you were struggling or anything like that, but I'm just saying that maybe that just made you thinking, that made you think maybe, and that made you like a little bit to be a little bit careful. But now this is all going to change, which is absolutely brilliant. There is a little realization that you're going to have also when it comes to your work and when it comes to what you wanted to do. Something will need to go. It was just a little bit of an illusion thing. Something will not go towards the direction that you wanted to go towards exactly, but that's absolutely fine. As long as you understand, as long as you realize, as long as you get this on time, it's going to be absolutely brilliant. And this is the realization that there was something like an illusion, and you shouldn't really waste your time. You should just get on with your life and go on the next stage, go on the next journey in your life. Indeed. And that in itself, when you realize that, you're going to have like an overwhelming emotion, because something else is going to manifest for you straight away after that point, after that moment. So the trick is realization. What needs to be cut out of your life? What needs to go out of your life? This is going to be really important, because that is going to bring the whole new wish that is going to come through, the whole new wish that is going to manifest, okay? And that in itself is going to make you feel free, and it's going to make you feel really passionate, and it's going to make you feel like you're ready for absolutely anything. Also, another thing that I was going to say is the really big vision that you're going to have. A vision, vision, vision. And this is when this veil in between this world and the spirit world, what I said, it's very thin in July. This is why this is so significant. This is why this is so powerful. This is why this is so powerful. I can't even explain. There is a vision that you're going to have, and this vision that you're going to have, it could come through while you're sleeping. You could have like a little bit of lucid dreaming. You could have like a mini astral projection, or you could just have your mini meditation and then it just comes to you. You could just look at something and then it comes to you. You could also see an animal or see a beautiful plant or flower, and then you get a certain idea. And things like, it's gorgeous, isn't it? Look at this. It's real. Everything is real. Anyway, yes. So basically, this is the vision that you are going to have. And that particular vision, it's a lot going to be with your personal power and security. And it's going to be very significant. It's going to be very, very solid. And it's going to make you feel very strong about yourself and about your future. And it's just going to motivate you a lot, which is going to be absolutely brilliant. The second part of July is going to be quite interesting, because it's going to make you feel like rather nostalgic. You will want to reconnect with the family. You will want to reconnect with the people. You will want to reconnect with your friends. You will want to see your friends. You will want to spend time with your friends. And that feeling, I know this is going to sound weird, but that feeling of nostalgia, it's going to bring a feeling of belonging. That feeling of belonging is on another hand going to bring you realization. I know it sounds crazy, but this is the energy, the path that you are going to walk through, the path that you are going to walk on. Amazing, amazing, amazing. This is going to be mind-blowing, because on another hand, that is going to make you realize that the certain part of your life that you feel very passionate about will need to really go, will need to be cut out, you will need to abandon the certain part of your life, and that part of your life you used to be really passionate about, and that part of your life is also connected to somebody controlling you, or somebody who is having control over you, or somebody who could have a control over you. You're gonna need to make a decision, and that particular decision, it's gonna be big, it's gonna be huge, and it's gonna test your own personal stamina. And guess what? Straight away after that, there is going to be realization that you are going to your financial situation is going to improve, because there is something completely XYZ going to happen. When I say something completely XYZ going to happen, I'm referring to the fact that there is going to be the money that you are kind of become aware of, that is going to come towards your way. Whether it's going to have a straight away in mid-July, or whether you're just going to hear about it, you've been aware of it, this is the question. However, there is a certain amount of money that you're going to hear, that other people are going to be part of it as well, that is going to come towards you indeed, which is brilliant. And when it comes to work as well, for those of you that are working, this is going to be really important time, mid-July, as I already said, very, very important time. For those people that are working in teams, something really great is going to come. You're going to do something really powerful, you're going to do something really good, very significant, and also financial situation is going to start getting better. And for example, if you work for yourself, this is also going to be really, really busy time, very successful time. You can expect to be busy, you can expect to have a great time indeed, and that in itself is going to bring your own personal victory, which is going to lead to your own mental clarity, which is going to be brilliant, because there is also going to be the possibility to help someone else. Someone is going to need your help, someone is going to need a little bit of your energy, someone is going to need a little bit of your power. Virgos, you're very, very powerful. You have very powerful energy indeed, and somebody is going to need to benefit from it so much, and that particular person really loves you, and you love this particular person, and this is when you're going to create a beautiful karma again by helping someone else. Wonderful. Okay, the third important day, it's actually going to be the third part of the week. The third part of the week is actually going to bring just slightly a situation, which is also, you need to be I would probably suggest to try to keep certain things to yourself, especially when it comes to your work, and especially when it comes to your personal life, but especially when it comes to the people that are not best friends, or people that are not part of your family. Like for example, there is somebody going to be trying to come through work that is just going to have a negative impact on you, and somebody's going to try to control you in a certain way, and somebody's going to have a really negative impact on you when it comes to your work, just a little bit, but then on another hand, you're going to be absolutely fine, and this is on another hand going to kind of make you to do something you haven't done before, make you react in a way you haven't reacted before. I'm not saying you're going to be rude or anything like that, but it's just going to this beautiful way of the situation is going to happen. It's going to, on one hand, make you a challenge, give you a challenge. You're going to go through that challenge, and that challenge is automatically going to become a brand new beginning. And that brand new beginning that you're going to have, that brand new start that you're going to have, it's going to bring the whole new motivation and realization, and something really that was always there at the back of your mind, always there around you in your aura. You didn't realize, but if this negative person didn't happen, and if you didn't react in the way you did react, you would never realize this particular thing. And this is going to bring the whole new determination. I highly recommend this. You see my power bracelet, my beautiful power bracelet, and this is Tiger's Eye power bracelet, and I highly recommend this, and the link is in the description. And I recommend Tiger's Eye power bracelet to protect ourselves against all sorts of negative energy, and especially when it comes to people trying to give us evil eye, or people trying to send us negative energy and things like that, especially when it comes to our work, career, finances. I highly recommend to wear this throughout July 2018, and this is Tiger's Eye. Okay, Virgos, you need to get that. And also, this is on another hand going to have a really positive experience on you, because there's the whole new determination that is going to come through, and also this is going to end in you having a really important competition, being a part of really important competition at the end of July, and the competition is going to be brilliant. This is going to be one of the best things ever. This is going to be absolutely amazing, because there is another vision that is actually going to come through this, and this vision is going to be absolutely mind-blowing, and you will see exactly exactly what I mean. And it's a very enlightening time for you, because you are just going to rediscover yourself. You are going to rediscover your happiness, and you are going to rediscover the whole new direction in life. It's amazing, because all this time throughout July you will be bursting with positivity, and you will be bursting with energy, and this is the time when you're going to start awakening again. This is absolutely brilliant. Okay, my babies, what else I was going to say? Now I'm going to shuffle these tarot cards, my babies, and I'm going to connect to my spirit guide. I'm going to connect to my angels, and also I'm going to connect to you, my beautiful Virgos, and I'm going to connect to those of you that are in relationship first. What is going to happen in July, and how is July going to develop for those of you that are in relationship? For those of you that are in relationship. Okay, I'm dropping everything as usual, which means that there are going to be some changes, which means that there are going to be things that are going to happen completely unexpectedly, and which also means that you're going to actually surprise yourself. There's a little step back that you're going to take, and that step back that you're going to take in your relationship is going to make a huge change. And this change is going to be good, because it's going to bring you realization that is going to be absolutely mind-blowing. So this is for Virgos in relationship, okay? And this is it, you see. There is a really big decision that you are going to make. This decision is going to be very significant for both of you. There is a very massive decision that you and your partner, husband, wife, are actually going to have. You're both going to be part of something really big. In fact, you wanted to do something for a long time. You were kind of unsettled in relationship, but I'm not saying necessarily in relationship what you were doing and things like that, but there was just something that was bothering you. Unsettled with your home, maybe unsettled with your finances, more maybe, and also, like, especially when it comes to home and homecoming, there was something very unsettling. So there was something really big you wanted to do, but you couldn't do. Really big move, really big move, but you couldn't do it. Well, now this is a very important thing. This is the fact that there is a really big move that you are going to make, and you're both going to be part of it. But the bottom line is that this move is going to have an amazing impact on you. Okay, amazing impact on you, on your both, and on your relationship. And there is a really big decision that you're going to need to make when it comes to the certain stage of your life. Something is going to need to change. You're going to need to make a really big judgment when it comes to your own lifestyles, you see. So it looks like in order to get where you want to get with your relationship, and in order to do what you need to do, and in order to make this big move, you're also going to need to cut out a certain part of your life, which is going to be a really big realization, which is on another hand going to make your relationship stronger. And it's all going to be really clear after this moment, after this point, okay? And now I'm going to shuffle the cards, and I'm going to connect to those of you that are single. Ready to mingle? Hello. No, I'm joking. Okay, so now I'm going to connect to those of you that are single. Single Virgos. I'm just going to put your energy in single Virgos. I'm putting your energy into this card. Single Virgos for July 2018. What is going to happen to single Virgos? Okay, right, okay, this is the realization. First of all, you're going to realization there is somebody that is going to try to come into your life, and I would not recommend this person. Run, Lola, run, Lola, okay, run, Lola. I would definitely recommend no. There is somebody that is going to try to come back, somebody is going to try to come through into your life, and I would not recommend this person whatsoever. Somebody bad, somebody negative, somebody with a really negative karma, and you will kind of like them in a certain way, but there will be like a lot that will come from your subconscious mind, and your intuition is going to be really strong. Your intuition is going to be really powerful, and I think that you should really listen to this intuition. There is somebody that's going to try to come through, and that particular person used to be part of your past. That particular person, whether you were already with this person, whether you had a relationship with this person, whether you like just fancied this person, the karma came to an end. The spiritual journey with this person came to an end. And if you would end up with this person, your ex, that you would try to come back, I would most certainly not recommend, because this would not be the right thing to do. You can do whatever you want, you do whatever you want, but if the ex tried to come back this month in July, I would really stay away from them, because nothing will change, and it is most certainly going to be the test. This is going to be your own little test. Shall we see something else? Okay, for Virgos, for you babies that are in relation, that are single, sorry. For single Virgos, okay, single Virgos, July 2018. Okay, this is it. Well, there you go. There is going to be an interesting person that you're also going to meet, and there will be like a choice of couple of people. So the one person is going to be somebody from the past, and the other person is going to be somebody brand new, somebody you've never met before, somebody you've never seen before. You're gonna be like basically like a socializing a lot. You're going to be meeting lots of people, and there is going to be socialization in particular that you're going to have with your work, or connected to work, or connected to something what you do. If you're retired, it's connected to your hobby, or it's connected to where you go on a weekly or daily basis indeed. However, there are going to be other people around when you meet this person. You could even meet this person on your way to work, from your way to work, or like a somewhere after work or something like that. However, this is going to be someone really powerful, really significant, and really interesting indeed. And what you're going to like about this person, noticed about this person first, is just how successful they are, how powerful they are, how significant they are. You will like every single part of them instead of just their look, for example. And once you just fell in love with every single part of them, you're going to start liking them, and you're going to start liking personality, their persona. You're going to start liking the way they look like. And this is someone really special. This is someone really significant. This is someone really caring. This is not someone just who's really successful in with what they do, with successful work, successful job, but also this is someone very, very compassionate indeed. Virgos, just go out and enjoy yourself throughout July 2018, because you are going to be radiant, feel radiant, and other people are going to be able to notice this indeed. Virgos, this is going to be an amazing month. Not only will be socializing a lot, but there is someone very, very special that you are going to meet indeed. Okay, so just go out there and enjoy yourself, because you will be able to sense this radiancy. You will be able to sense this positivity, and other people are going to be able to sense this as well. Thank you ever so much for watching my videos, my beautiful babies. I'm sending you brightest blessings, love and light right now. Thank you ever so much for watching my videos. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you already haven't done so. Don't forget to share me on social networks, and also don't forget to comment in the comment section below. Thank you ever so much for watching my videos. Sasha Bonasin, Psychic Medium.